Hey guys, welcome back to Micho Makes. My name is Micho. I like to make stuff. Today we've got part number 88 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is the 1/8 scale massive model that we're building together. Without further ado, let's jump right in this one. Alright, starting off, we've got our cover here. Got our frames are back. Got another piece of cardboard here. We got our pieces. Our 88. See, it's the headliner. We've got an ad for DeAgostini. Oh, that's really cool. The Volkswagen T1 van. I mean, that's not. Is it a Vanagon? I don't know. Westphalia, I guess, type bus. These are super cool. I would always kind of want one of these really cool camper buses, travel buses. Unfortunately, the new EV ones for Volkswagen had released, I think, are discontinued in 2026, but they're very they're limited range, being electric. Really kind of sucks. But let's take a look at this model. Oh my gosh, the Samba bus. Got the kind of, I don't even know what you call those French doors. I don't even know. Really cool. What year was these made? Like, this is definitely like 70s, 60s maybe. It was like really cool, like windows on the top. I don't know. Really cool, detailed model. Something that Volkswagen and the DeAgostini obviously have collabed on. Probably just as much detail as the AE86, and I'm curious about how many parts this thing is too as well. They should tell you. Anyway, super cool. All right, let's get into our model. All right, here's our magazine. Let's check it out. Okay, let's check it out. All right, we've got another installment of the AE86 kind of owner's diary, owner featurette type deal. Pretty cool because this guy actually did a massive restoration on his AE86, and apparently he had loved them for a long time. He apparently learned about them when he was in elementary school, thinking that they were fake police cars because they're in Japan. The police cars are white and black. So he thought it was a fake police car. Dad corrected him, like, "Hey, this is a AE86." And then the anime, Initial D came out, and he really started kind of falling in love with them from that too as well. But you can read his stories about how he has basically faithfully restored his AE86 too as well. I'll let you take a picture and Google Translate that too as well. Make sure it's in focus for you. Take a look at the next page. So it is like a faithful reproduction of the AE86 by Takumi Drives and Initial D. But one thing they does point out is that he does have kind of haters, people that like vandalize his car too as well, which kind of sucks, right? Just let people enjoy their cars. He also mentions that he drives it as much as he can because I guess he bought it in Kyoto, but then also he commuted from Tokyo, and you can look at see how long that train ride is. But now he solely focuses on, I guess, his work is just music, and is able to enjoy his 86 more as he relocated back to Kyoto, where he's from originally. But you could see the kind of faithful reproduction inside, very clean. He also had the paint all done and stuff like that too as well. So it looks really good, and I think there's definitely there's guys who mod cars hardcore. They maybe go for speed, maybe they go for drift, maybe they go for a lot of different things. Maybe they're just trying to do street style. And then there's guys who just faithfully want to keep cars as they are, but then like not let nature take over with rust or any kind of issues like that. And I kind of admire guys like that because it takes a lot of work. You can see his garage setup and also his undercarriage and how that looks too as well, and how much, look at how clean that thing is. It's a really small photo. I wish I had a little bit better photo of that, but it was mostly, obviously trying to show off the vehicle more than anything else. There is the writings there and some nice glamour photos. Hopefully this is in focus because it's been kind of funky recently. So take a look at that. Google Translate if you'd like. Got the Watanabe wheels too as well. Faithful Watanabe wheels. But man, that looks really, really good as a reproduction of the AE86 too as well. His interior is super clean, and if you've ever seen the interiors of some AE86s, they are skunked out. They are totally ratted out. They have tons of damage. Usually the front driver's side, where you enter from, that's all destroyed. The foam's destroyed. The dashes, especially in California, I know the dashboards are cracked. Steering wheels look nasty, but this guy, he spent a lot of time, it looks like, to keep it up ship shape, and it looks really good. Yeah, I love these ones. I love these owner stories. It really kind of highlights people who love these vehicles. All right, so we're gonna jump right into the build today, and as I mentioned last week, it looks like we have a headliner. Got some headliner here stuff. It looks like we're installing. Oh, these are like the grab handles that you would put in the headliner too as well. Okay, we're installing those too. Looks like we got some pillar kind of protections that we're going to install in the body. So we'll grab that in just a second. Install those. And, oh, okay. We're not installing the headliner yet. So, looks like we have a couple things to install, and that's the part. Pretty quick. And then advertising the tool kit. But we do have a section on drifting and racing too as well. So I'll let you take a Google Translate to that if you'd like to read it. But I believe this is about cornering force. So basically how your body in your vehicle is, what kind of forces get put on it when you're cornering pretty hard. So I'll let you read that if you'd like, but we will jump right in the part, and it should be a pretty quick one today. All right, let's take a quick peek at this. So we have the headliner here. It's pretty cool. It is plastic, so it's not metal. And normally this would be fabric too as well, right? Actually, some sort of foam. Let's take a look. Actually, take a look at this. Little disappointing in the kind of quality department. I'm pretty critical too as well, because these models aren't cheap, and all these parts are not cheap. I guess if I really wanted to, I could order another one, but can you see that? I zoomed in pretty hard. Yeah, see, you can see the little paint flake-ish stuff here. A little disappointed about that. Not gonna complain too much, but it's there. It is in the headliner, so it's not that big of a deal. But wanted to definitely show that off as a kind of a flaw. Just a little bit of paint, maybe dust from the process too as well in there. So it's not full on smooth, but it is what it is. Yeah, that's the headliner there. We've got, I think these are what, A B pillar maybe covers here. Got one here that's marked left. These are plastic too as well. And right. Then we've got the one grab handle on the top. It looks like a little piece of gunk there. Right there. And we've got some KM screws. And that's it, what we have today. All right, let's get positioned and get started. All right, step one on this part is literally taking the grab handle here. And I noticed on these, There's only one. I'm surprised they don't have one for the driver's side, but there's only one. And there's even no screw involved. You're just literally placing this here and pushing it in. I don't think there's an orientation either. I'm going to take a look. It sure doesn't look like it. And even with that, I'm struggling to get this thing in. And there it is. Super simple. And that is step complete for this one. Literally, you just put that in. All right, for the next one, we're going to be taking the right side one. So it's labeled R right here. And we've got our body back out of here. I need to figure out the orientation. Yeah, it looks like about here. And that's going to get placed. I want to make sure that it's in the right spot for you. Okay, yeah, so this one labeled R, and I want you to be able to see it. It's going to be placed right here. Right here? Or do I have that upside down? Right here. And then attached to this little hole right there. So hopefully you can see that. And then it just gets placed right there. I'm on the right side? Oh, no. I'm an idiot. Okay, so this actually goes right here. It is upside down where I had it oriented. But this butts up against this one right there. That's what they're saying. And then the cam screw goes right here. Here, I'll see if I can zoom in and show you. There's a little, really, really small hole right there. Oh man, okay. These are micro screws. I have to go get the other screwdriver. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I've got the other screwdriver. I've got the panel here, and that was upside down. And we just place it just like so here. And I'm going to do my best to hold this just like so. Let me put this in here. Got to support this body, screwdriver, and the panel, just like that. There it is. All right, so this is the right side panel in the interior. And surprisingly enough, we are not installing the left side yet. Don't know why, but the instructions do not call that out. I am going to keep this other cam screw with the headliner and everything together. All right. And with that last screw, that is part number 88 of the Toyota Sprinter Trueno AE86 by DeAgostini. This is a very, very short part today. Installed this little grip hanger there, installed the right side one, and we're done. So I guess I'll see you guys in part number 89, where we will be taking a look at. Okay, so it looks like more interior parts, which is great, and it looks like stuff that gets attached to the headliner. So there's a lot more in part number 89, a lot more small stuff. That includes, okay, it looks like we're going to be installing the rear view mirror. It looks like the kind of, you know, the, I guess, blockers, the windshield blockers, you know, if you have stuff in the sun. Oh, the dome light. Looks like the dome light here. Now, that is not going to be functioning, which is understandable, honestly. And then, I don't know, other things. It looks like just those things, too, as well. So, look for that in part number 89. But my name is Micho Makes. Really do appreciate you guys sticking around. We'll see you guys in the next one. If you haven't liked the video, please do. It really helps the channel grow. Also subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions or really like the videos. So really do appreciate your time. We'll see you guys in part number 89. Bye for now.